Jake Workman playing with Kentucky Thunder with Ricky Skaggs. He's sitting here with us here at Backstage View. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going? Start off, tell us how'd you get into Ricky Skaggs' band? How'd that work out?
Well, I got a Facebook Messenger message, a private message from him last November. You know, when I saw it pop up on my phone, and he was already my Facebook friend, so it came up with his name. It said Ricky Skaggs, and then it proceeded to say the first few words of his message. You have to open it up to see it, but I saw, "Hey Jake, we're looking for a," and I knew what it was. Wow. And it was just like, are you kidding? He's been my idol and hero since I was just starting in bluegrass, and that phone call from him or message or whatever was always like a dream.
How did we get to that point? What was going on before?
Well, I guess I had made enough of a splash in the bluegrass flat pick world over the years that I, going to IBMA, and that's the big bluegrass convention, just going to a lot of the big festivals and jamming all night, just jamming my butt off until 5 in the morning. I mean, you start to meet people and kind of work your way up the ranks. I won a few contests, different things like that, and so the reason he called me though is that his previous two guitar players, Cody Kilby and Brian Sutton, both recommended me to him, and so which is a huge honor, and I've thanked them both.
Good company to be in.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. They're two of my favorites, and so. But over the years, I had chances to meet them and play a little bit with them. Not often, but enough, and also the power of YouTube and the internet. You can see any video of anybody, playing. So they somehow they knew enough about my playing and said that he's the guy to fill in the spot. So
right.
I stepped in.
That's great. And where are you from?
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Right. And so how old were you when you started playing?
I was 13 years old.
Huh?
Got a guitar for my 13th birthday.
And then the magic started.
Yeah.
Jake, tell us about this guitar.
Yeah, this is a Dreadnought made by Preston Thompson Guitars. Preston is out of Sisters, Oregon, and he's building the best copy of an old Martin design I've ever seen. This particular one I just barely got this. This is about 2 weeks old. I've only had it for about a week, but this is the Jake Workman model. I helped him design it and choose some of the options on here. This has got a slightly darkened lacquer on the top so that it looks a little more aged than it really is. These are Evo frets, so they're a little bit harder material than the typical nickel. I wear them out, I play a lot. Brazilian rosewood back and sides, super pretty guitar, and but it's also got the tone to match as well. Good full sounding guitar, so I'm real excited to have it, and yeah, honored they'd give me an option to make my own model.
It's a big honor.
Oh, for sure.
So how, if someone wanted to see one of these up close and maybe contact the manufacturer?
Yeah, well, the place to go is the website has all the information, pktguitars.com. And if you see me at a festival or wherever, feel free to say hi. You're welcome to play it, and as long as you supply me with some strings. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But play it all you want. And I know that all the other Thompson endorsees, I think Tim May and Chris Luquette and some of those guys, they'd be happy to show you theirs as well. So if you bump into them, but all the info is on pktguitars.com, and they're great.
That's great. Yep. So our mutual friend Mark, you give lessons to Mark, and people could contact you. How could they contact you for? They could,
why not start with email, jakeworkmanguitar@gmail.com, but I do lots of lessons by Skype and in person as well when I can. Right. But with the internet now, and Skype works pretty dang good. Would you say, Mark?
Yeah, were you in many bands before?
I've been in a few. I mean, yeah, I've played on and off with different groups, but no bands that you would know necessarily. Right, I mean, I played in a band called Driven, bluegrass band, and they probably made the most headway in the music world. A lot of the other bands are just kind of Utah-based private things that we'll play at weddings or whatever.
What would you recommend to other musicians that are just looking to climb the ladder?
Well, you can't. You have to. You can meet people all you want and stuff, but you also got to have the goods. So the first thing is practice. Practice like crazy. I mean, 8 hours a day was not unheard of growing up. In middle school, when I had the time, I'd get home from school and 3 p.m. to bedtime. I mean, that was guitar time, and I busted my butt to get homework done at school and do math homework in English class or whatever, just to make sure I wasn't taking that home, because I needed guitar time when I got home.
Sure. Now, what's it like now?
Well, I teach a lot, so I'm on a guitar a good 10 hours every day, but I'm teaching, and I'm not always hardcore digging into new stuff for myself, which I wish I was more. But you know, I also think that if sometimes when I play the guitar too much or jam for too long, it turns the other way around where I need a break. You need to give your fingers a break too, and stuff like that. So I do play a lot, but I like to pace myself too, and my wife and I will watch movies or hang out and just do other things too. But seriously, if you're trying to make it, you can't hope that it's just going to happen by itself. It does take the hours of practice and the skills. You got to have that first.
How is it traveling with Ricky Skaggs and?
Oh, they're awesome, and
the bus seemed pretty.
The bus
sweet.
is comfy and nice. It's not bad to roll down the road in that at all.
Right, yeah.
You know,
tough schedule though, right?
yeah. We cover a lot of miles in there for sure, but they're comfy miles, you know, and it's a lot of fun. We all get along as a band really well. There's a lot of good camaraderie in there.
That's important.
And I know that you know, Ricky's. I mean, he's seen a lot of musicians and played with a lot of guys. I know he's really happy with the current lineup and how we all jive together musically and just personality-wise. And then
that's great.
Andy, our fiddle player, you know, he's been in the band 14 or 15 years now, and he loves the camaraderie and the friendships that we have that we've built. So, you know, I'm not saying that me coming in was the only thing, but I just added my addition, and they just feel like this is one of the best lineups of Kentucky Thunder we've had.
That's great. Well, we look forward to seeing you guys play more and more. We're here at the Delaware Valley Bluegrass Festival. You guys are closing things up, doing a little something special for Ralph Stanley.
Yeah, actually, well, I think Ricky is. I'm not sure if we are yet or not. But then we play after that.
So you find out how
I'll find out. I'll find out pretty soon. I hope.
Well, thanks for sitting down with us.
Bet.
I really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you. What do you want to play?
Why don't we play? All right, what are we gonna play? Let's play Billy in the Low Ground, which you just played.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to go a little slower.
That's fine. That's fine. was fun, man.
Hey, that was
Teaching him right.
He's doing good.
That was really cool.
That was fun.
That was awesome.
Playing real good last night.